Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. Let me just move this out of the way. Today was a good day. I said this in my GH review, but I know the people that watch the Days reviews are sometimes different from the people that watch the GH reviews. So, I had a really good day today. I know it has nothing to do with the review, but I just want to kind of share it. Today was a good day. I was dreading telling this girl that I've been seeing for a while about my OnlyFans. I didn't say that, and I said it in my last review, but I don't know if people really heard it. But yeah, I have an OnlyFans, and I was kind of dreading to tell her that. Not because I'm ashamed of it, but just in general. But she was actually pretty cool about it, and we had a great date, because I always believe in honesty. So, yeah, I just want to share that. Besides, I'm probably going to get a little bit negative in this review. Let's start with Paulina for a minute. I don't understand, and I've said this a couple of times in my reviews. I've actually said this when I was at work a couple of days to this couple that comes in, because, they know that I watch soap operas and stuff like that, and we were talking about Paulina, and I was sitting there saying to her, what was her plan when the fallout happened, And I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm just like, what was your plan? What was your plan when the fallout happened? Because it's not like they weren't going to know. They might not have known that night, but they would have known, And hearing Paulina sit there and try to explain her, whatever BS that was coming out of her mouth, it was like, are you kidding me? Oh, there was one point, even Eli was like, oh, are you serious? I had to rewind that twice just because his expression on his face was priceless. She's talking about how she's going to do a lot of good and a lot of tax money and a lot of opportunities, this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, I don't know what her plan was. This nefarious plan. But I feel like it might not have been as bad as it sounds. I mean, she's still going to be creating jobs. I think from whatever the plans is, because it's under one building, all that money, a lot of the money is going to go towards her. I think that's what it really comes down to. But she kept sitting there talking about how the plan was in motion, and, once it started, I couldn't stop it. And I'm just like, sweetheart, you could. I was like, here's the thing. You could have, if you wanted to. But you didn't want to. Because that's what it really came down to. And that was my issue with that. It's like she's sitting there lying to her family. Sitting there saying that she couldn't stop it. If it was something that she wanted to stop, she could have went to Hague. She might have lost him for a little bit. He might not have forgiven her. They might or might not have forgiven her. But she could have tried. So her whole, it was in motion, it was already too late, yada, 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 was just like, are you kidding me? So at this point, Abe is not there doing what he can to try to stop this project. Lonnie, she can't even sit there and look at her anymore. She's like, yo, listen, you can take the money back, and I wish you never came to town. And walks off with Eli, to make sure that the twins are okay, because she's like, she just couldn't even look at her anymore. After whatever BS that was coming out of her mouth, they were done. So you had Eli, you had Lonnie leave, you had Abe on the phone. Now, we all know how I feel about Chanel. So I'm not even going to sit there and really kind of reiterate that. And as much as I truly dislike Chanel, what a passion. Damn, I even felt bad for her. I mean, hell, even she was disappointed, and I felt bad for Chanel. I'm like, Paulina, you screwed up. When I feel bad for Chanel. I'm pretty sure in a couple of days she's going to do something that's just going to be like, yeah, remember I felt bad about her? Yeah, me too. But until that day comes, you made me feel bad for her. I mean, she literally sat there and was just disappointed. She was heartbroken. You know, she was heartbroken about the business that she's not going to be able to do. She was heartbroken about the fact that she lied straight to her face. And it's amazing. Paulina was sitting there trying to lie in the beginning. It was like, sweetheart, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're already caught and you're still sitting there lying? Are you kidding me? It was almost like it was a reflex for her. And at the end of the conversation, after Chanel calling out Paulina, you know, she was like, she believed in her. She idolized her about hard work and ethics and yada yada yada. And towards the end, she couldn't even sit there and look at her. So I don't know where she's actually going to stay. I guess that's a really good question. Where is she going to stay at now? Well, she owns the end, so maybe she could stay in one of the other places. She owns practically everything. And when they went back, when Eli and Lonnie went back to tell Julie about it, Julie flipped the F out. Okay, she literally flipped out, and she was going on and on and on about Paulina, and Doug was like, yo, listen, that's her feeling. I don't care. She's just like literally going off. And usually when Julie goes off like that, after a while, even when Doug is like, yo, you need to chill out, it gets me angry and gets me annoyed. And I looked at that situation, I was like, you know, normally I would get angry and I would be like, yo, shut the hell up. I can even do that. I really can even do that. I was like, you know what? I really don't blame her. And yeah, she apologized after because, you know, they're still family, but listen, she was heartbroken. I mean, she was damn near in tears, you know, looking at the headstone and everything, like the, you know, she was in tears. She was literally heartbroken. That was her grandparents, you know. I couldn't even sit there and be mad at her. I was like, yo, Julie, it's a once in a lifetime that I'm going to sit there and give you a pass on it because I can't even blame you. Let's talk about something else for a minute. Let's talk about Theo for a minute. You know, I was about to say, if I spilled that cup and that cup just dropped, I would have just kept going. I mean, I would have cleaned it up afterwards, but I would have kept going. You know, I generally don't like being negative. I really don't. But I have to go with my emotions. I have to go with how I perceive the show. And listening to Theo try to rationalize his snake-like ways about how, you know, he's going to be marrying Ciara, and Ciara's in danger because of Ben, this, that, and the third. And listen, I'm going to get to Ben in about a minute, okay? And, you know, Julie and Thug was like, well, Julie, particularly, she wasn't on board all the way. She was more like, yo, listen, if she gets some memories back, she may leave you. Second. Thought it was a knock, but it turns out that it was fireworks, because apparently some people forgot that it's July 5th, and you know, fireworks was yesterday, but whatever. But yeah, it's not there listening, you know, because they were like, yo, listen, she gets memories back. She may choose Ben. What are you going to do? Theo's all like, well, how do you know she's going to choose Ben? How do you know she may not still choose me? Are you... This guy is so much in his own delusional world that he really believes what he's saying. Okay? He truly does. And he's all, you know, he seemed like he's getting kind of defensive about, you know, Julie and stuff like that. And Julie's like, yo, listen, I'm not, like I'm not on team anyone. I want everyone to be happy. And Dio doesn't get that. And I'm just like, bro, listen. You know that they were married. Okay, you know the only reason why you're with her right now is because she doesn't have her memory. Okay, and you're getting upset with them because they're not going all rah 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 for you. Are you kidding me? What are you, 12? Like, Theo is a character, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like. I don't hate him, but he's not looking good in my eyes right now. He's just really not looking good in my eyes. And he talks to Lonnie, he's like, oh, well, at least somebody's... You know, he's talking to Lonnie, he's like, oh, well, at least someone's happy for me. I mean, you know, Julie and Doug was all like Team Ben. I'm like, seriously? Team Ben? Like, I haven't heard people sit there and use that word since Twilight. Okay? We in Twilight era now? We back there now? Whatever. But, you know, he's also sitting there talking about how he's worried about Ciara because Ben, and he's like, yo, I know Ben's changed, but I gotta sit there and trust that everyone's sitting there saying that he's changed. Now, going over to Ben and Ciara, it was just so damn annoying. I'm not gonna lie, Ben is coming off hella desperate. Listen, bro, I get it. She was your girl, she was your love of your life, and I totally get it. I really, 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 really do get it. But whatever you're doing right now is doing the exact opposite of what everyone is there telling you. You know? Let her go. Sign the damn divorce papers. If your love is as true and as strong as you say it is, then you wouldn't mind if she signs the divorce papers. You know? You think, what? If you don't sign those divorce papers, they're not going to be, what? Having whoopee or whatever still? Like, come on, babe. Like, what are you doing? You're only delaying something that's eventually going to wind up happening. And I'm not going to lie. Every time I try to sit there and say that other word that comes out after delaying the yada yada yada, I always fumble up on that. So that's why I didn't say that. But, he's just going on and on about, I'm not going to sign the papers, and Ciara's just sitting there tearing into him because that's apparently, you know, fun to watch, apparently. And I'm not going to lie, towards the end, he acts like a damn psychopath, okay? You know, when Theo was sitting there saying, you know, after the stunt he pulled before, and he tried to lunge at her with the syringe, I was like, yeah, I don't even like Theo, and he has a point. He blocks the door as she's about to leave. After he tears up the papers, he's like, I'm not signing divorce, we're gonna go to court, blah, 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 blah. I was like, bro, really? Really? Alright, cool, I guess we're doing this. She's about to walk out the door, and he walks in front of her, blocks her, and then locks the door. I'm like, bro, are you kidding me? Bro, listen, I get that a lot of people are probably looking at Theo kind of side-eyed, but you are not making your case any better. Okay, you are going I don't even know if extremes is actually the word. I guess this is the word, but I'm like, bro, you are going complete and total psychopath at this point. This is creepy. Okay? This isn't going to encourage her to try to get her memory back. This is going to sit there and try to make sure she forgets you. And to be honest, bro, you're not making it easy. I mean, it's not like I'm totally rooting for you, but I'm not against you either. I guess if I had to sit there and choose between the two, I would choose Ben. But to be honest, bro, you are not helping your case. And as much as I do not like Theo, and I cannot stress that enough, you're starting to make him look like the better choice. And if I'm sitting there saying that you're making him look the better choice, you know you screwed up. Oh, and also Marlena and John have a romantic dinner. Since Marlena can't leave the hospital, John brung the food and the, well, not wine or drinks or anything like that, but the food and the beverage to her. And that's pretty much about it. Not gonna lie. They didn't really do anything else. They talked about Paulina. They talked, you know, Marlena's still sitting there saying, well, Abe should didn't tell so-and-so about, you know, them being together. I'm like, why? Who cares if she knows? If you know, if Paulina wants her to know, then let Paulina sit there and tell her. That's her sister. Or is she going to be off-put by it? Like, she's going to be, like, outraged? Like, So? I'm not trying to sound like a dick or anything like that, but why does it matter if he tells whatever that chick name is or not? I don't really understand. Like, why does that matter? I don't... Whatever. Anyway, John's all like, oh, I'm so glad that he found a good woman, yada, yada, yada. Somebody who's going to be honest, not lie to him. And I'm sitting there just like, man, you find out what she did to your boy Abe, we have a couple of choice words for her. I'm just saying. Of course, she's going to sit there and say, oh, you took the name Black because of blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, Paulina, it wasn't, like, it was annoying hearing it the first time. It's annoying hearing it now. Anyway, I think that's about it. I don't think I really missed too much of anything else. Yes, with that being said, I'm going to go. I want to thank everyone for watching. Be safe. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. This was a good episode. This was a lot better episode than GH. My goodness, an hour never lasted so damn long before in my life. But, I don't know. It was kind of a mess of it wasn't that mess of an episode. It just wasn't really great. And so today I was actually looking more forward towards days. But like I always say in all my reviews, even if the episode sucks, it's always fun to talk about it. That being said, I'm going to go. I want to thank everyone for watching. Be safe. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. See you in the next video.